Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. I'll be getting started shortly. Should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to yet another weekly video of the Strategic Swing Trader. I am Sami Abu Saad, Director of Education at T3 Live. I hope you are doing well. We're going to talk about the market. I'll give you my game plan for next week, and we'll talk about also the swing ideas that you see on the list. Before we start, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description box. All right, here we go. Sorry, I lost my voice for a second. We're gonna go over the market first, the SPY, the Qs, and then we'll go over the bullish and bearish list. The list was copied and pasted into the description for your convenience. If you find benefit in today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you have any questions, email us, info@t3live.com. Again, info@t3live.com. So market is undeniably bullish. I don't care how many gurus out there are predicting a hard landing or a recession or whatever. The market is just undeniably bullish. Now the NASDAQ, the Qs, is a little bit extended, as you can see. We had a pretty big run up, and then we also have a reversal bar. So if we break under 335.40, I think we would probably come in a little bit. But then if you look at the SPY, it's not very extended at all. So, you know, we just broke out on the SPY. The Q is okay, ran up a lot, but the SPY is not very extended. So I think we might see just money rotating. If the Qs were to come in a little bit, I think that money will probably come out of the tech stocks and go into maybe the financials. Because I think if BNKU takes out, that's the ETF for the regional, for the medium-sized banks, or the regional. I mean, the small would be the regional would be the DPST. If they take out Friday's high and close above it, then I think we're higher. So my prediction would be that if the NASDAQ comes in and the banks, the regional banks, break out, that we would only see money rotating out of the high-tech stocks and into the financials. That's my prediction, but we will see. In terms of, again, the NASDAQ, we shouldn't break and close below 335.43 if we're gonna stay bullish. Okay, if that happens, then I would expect a pullback. The SPY, I don't know, looks still bullish, doesn't really look lower, but obviously Friday's low shouldn't be breached, and if it does, then maybe we come in to the bottom of the base there, or to the top of the base rather. Okay, so we'll find out probably by Monday, to tell you the truth. Here are the swing ideas that I like for tomorrow. Some of these are long-term plays, they're not just swing, because like the AKBA, I don't really like it swing. It's up a lot already. But if you look at the weekly, it looks good. I mean, it looks good to rally all the way up to 250 or so. So that's another 100%, you know, that would be about 100% move. So I like it, but not so much as a swing, but only as a long-term play. Over $1.20, stop under 94 cents, and target, as I said, about 250. So that's the AKBA. ARK, how about the ARK ETF? Might be finally bottoming, might be. So I think it's worth a shot. I don't love it, but I think it's worth a shot over 39.50. Tightest stop would be under 36.97, so almost 37. So 39.50 by 37, that would be $2.50. That's the tightest stop. Okay, on ARK. BNKU is again the ETF for the medium-sized banks. I like it a little bit more than the DPST, which is the ETF for the regional banks, but either or both should work. I like the BNKU over 14.54, stop under 13.64. So it's about a 90-cent stop. And target, I would expect it, if that was truly the bottom, which I think it was, and as a disclosure, I have a position in it. I do like it to 1840 initially, and then eventually all the way up to here, eventually. So here's some more banks. FITB or FITB. Like it higher over 2540. It's not a perfect setup. 2563, let's just say. Stop under 2448 and target about 28 bucks on the FITB. MU, made a mistake on it. I should have played it when it broke out, and I talked about it in the room, but I didn't because I figured the stop would be too big. But now has a 1, 2, 3. So long stop. Or long over Friday's low, high, Thursday's high, stop under Thursday's low as a long-term play because it's breaking out on the weekly, right? If you look at the weekly, here's the weekly chart coming up. It broke out already. So again, I made a mistake a little bit by not jumping in when it broke out on Thursday, but looks good long-term. PACB, have a position in it. I don't even know if I have to disclose that, but I'm just being trying to be cautious. The chart is not coming up. Wow. PACB, I'm surprised. Let me see. Hold on one sec. Let me close out just in case it's on my end. Close out of open stuff here. And I can clear the cache. I'm surprised. The charts are down. Let me just real quick. Okay. I may have to redo the video. I'm sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. May have to redo the video, I guess. I am surprised because I do have internet. I think I do. I'll double check. Yep, internet is not a problem. May have to redo the video. Sorry for wasting your time. Okay, there's the charts. Okay, I'm gonna continue. I'm just gonna continue. All right. Okay, so we talked about the MU. A bunch of tech stocks already triggered. Just so you know, we're in a lot of them. LRCX, long term. Okay, I see the breakout, so I'm holding it long term, but it does look like it's gonna come in on Monday. I mean, AMD triggered long term. Probably comes in on Monday if the Qs breaks down. I don't know. Amazon, Apple. I have a lot of different tech stocks that triggered, but I'd like to jump in on the MU. PACB is a breakout. It's very sloppy, but it looks good. Here's the weekly. Looks good over 13. It's 1285, but I'd give it to 13. Stop under 1160, and then target 1 would be probably 1420. Target 2 could be 20 bucks. So I like it. It's not perfect, but I do like. Schwab obviously is a bank or financial, I should say, and just like, so I have a list of the financials that I like. So BNKU would be the ETF, FitBoy, Schwab. Let's see, anything else? I guess that's it. Is that it? Is that all? Yeah, I guess that's it. So Schwab would be over 52.22, stop under $50. Target 1 would be up here, 55. Target 2, again, I'm expecting the banks to make it to the 200 MA on the daily chart, all the way up to 70. Okay. Uber. Now, Uber broke out. Uber is totally gone on the daily, but check out the weekly. Has a 1, 2, 3, 4. So like it higher over 39.50, stop under 37.30. So only about $2.15. Okay, on the Uber. Looks higher long term. CDNS is a daily 1, 2, 3. What a beautiful weekly chart, weekly buy setup. Okay, but if not in it, it does have a daily 1, 2, 3 setup. So over 219.10 by 214.75 on the CDNS. FARO, again, I don't even know if I have to disclose that, but I do have a position in it. Like it higher over 1236. Stop, let's take a look at the hourly chart. Stop under 1149. So 1236 by 1149. Target 1 maybe 1390, target 2 would be about 15 or so. Okay, on the CDNS. GRMN is also setting up for a breakout. You can see it already popped over here, but it's been sloppy. So let's zoom out and look at the weekly chart. If we were to look at the weekly chart, a little bit difficult with the 200 right above, just like the PACB, but has a 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 means, you know, the initial breakout bar and then a couple of doji bars. So breakout, or I meant to draw a straight line, breakout and then a couple of doji bars. And so, and then if it takes out the high, that would trigger stop under the lows. So I like the GRMN over 105, stop under 102. Okay, $3 stop, long-term play also. Don't like it enough as a swing trade. If you're only looking to get in for a couple of days or so, I wouldn't even play it. The IMVT triggered on Friday, but it didn't go anywhere. So I like it higher over 2170, stop under 2050, $1.20. Okay, it's also a 1 2 3 4 pattern. SRPT is a daily buy setup, like it higher over 150, stop under 144.30. It's a big stop, but this stock covers a lot of ground, so I don't mind the large stop. The shorts, the China stocks gap a lot, so that's the issue. I don't know if we're going to gap up or gap down, but assuming a flat open on Monday, tomorrow, then I like the BABA short under 83.48 with a stop under over 85.20. It's a 1 2 3. Here's the ETF for China, FXI, and it looks lower, but it's extremely gappy. So it's, you know, it's hard to know for sure. Here's the leverage ETF, the yen for China, and it, as you can see, it looks even worse than the FXI. And then the BABA trades with the CWEB, because CWEB is the ETF for the tech stocks, the leverage ETFs, and as you can see, it's at the lows, basing lows for the year, so looking lower, perhaps looks lower, but very gappy. That's why I said, you know, BABA, assuming a flat open, like it's short under 83.48 with a stop over 85.20. Target 1 would be around $80, and next target below that would be like $60. BEKE is also Chinese and has a 1 2 3 setup, 1440 by 1530. CPRT and NET are a little bit aggressive. These are called climactic setups, but this is not a true climb because it just broke out, but it's up a lot, and then you have a wide range bar and a narrow range bar. So if the market decides to come in, I think the CPRT could be played short under Friday's low, stop above it. Okay, the same with the NET, same exact thing, up, so short under it, a reversal bar under the top and tail bar, 57.89, stop over 60.22, and target about 50, the 20 MA, let's say about 52. Okay, so these two are the same. ELAN is basing at the lows while the market is making new highs on the year, so clearly there's something wrong with it. It looks lower under the base, stop above it, and I don't know what the exact low is on this base. I think it's 840 something, 848. Stop would be over 891, I think. Okay, so I like it short. And LYFT is lower. Wow, LYFT is in big trouble. Here's the weekly. It's a 1 2 3 4. So short on the LYFT under $8, the whole number. Stop over 888, about 888. Okay, so like it short on the LYFT. PayPal, similar to the LYFT on the weekly chart, and we have the breakdown and the doji bar. The only issue is the first breakdown bar was a little bit huge, so I like it when I'm doing the 1 2 3 pattern if the bar is about twice the average size bar, but not 5 times. This is about 5-6 times probably. At any rate, if you look at the monthly chart of PayPal, I mean, wow, does this look lower. It crashed from 350 to 6 to whatever 80, and then gapped down and broke down, and now there's no support. There is absolutely no support all the way down to, see how it, you know, broke the support all the way down to where it came from. Looks like around, well, let's check, 30, 40, you know, somewhere there. So PayPal looks lower. The way to play it, if you're not in it already short, at the moment would be the 1, 2, 3, but it's a low quality 1, 2, 3. Short under 60.40, stop over 62.73. Okay, on PayPal. And then also the SBSW is an ADR, which makes it tough because they gap a lot, but it has a 1, 2, 3 on the weekly. So short under 745, stop over 801. Okay, and it has no support, not much at all the way down to $4. So I like these short. So we have a healthy, you know, normally I mostly have a great bullish list, but not as good of a list when it, not as good of a bearish list. And I think this week, at least for tomorrow, we have a pretty decent list. I mean, both bearish and bullish. All right, hope you enjoyed today's video. And again, if you have, please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to get in touch with us if you have any questions or want to join or get a trial. You know, just make sure to reach out to info@t3live.com. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you on the next video. Take care, everybody.